So how can you actually tell when clothing is good quality and when it isn't? Coming from a professional seamstress. From what I know, a lot of people buy stuff online, which makes it a little bit trickier to figure out the exact quality of something. When you're online shopping, you should always try to find material information on the garment. Most stores have this information up. If they don't, it's a red flag. You should assume that it's polyester. One thing that is worth mentioning is that usually the things that speed up garment production and lessen the amount of fabric or material used also make the garment less high quality. So the less material you use and the faster you do it, the cheaper it's gonna be. But these are also the two things that are needed to make something of higher quality. So the fabric itself is such a huge portion of the quality of the garment that it's the first thing that I always look at when I'm buying something new. And most natural fibers such as cotton, linen, wool, silk will feel nice to the touch. With the exception of linen, which I think is kind of scratchy and uncomfortable, but that's my personal opinion. So I absolutely don't mean to say that synthetic fiber is 100% horrible and wrong, but most of the time when companies use synthetic fiber, they do so to cut costs and not to make the garment actually better. Most telltale sign of a fabric being of poor quality is that it has these little balls of fluff on top of the material, making it sort of look like it's already used or worn. I've walked into a store and seen garments with this kind of piling on that no one had ever worn. It's really bad. Just as important as the fabric are the stitches. So by stitching I mean this. Higher quality garments have shorter stitches, and usually the stitch length is longer when they want to cut in costs and in time. Higher quality stitch, lower quality stitch. One thing I also love seeing in a garment is an overlock machine stitch next to a regular stitch. With very stretchy fabric, it's acceptable to only have one of these stitches, usually the overlock machine stitch. But any garment that is not made out of a stretchy material preferably has both because it increases the longevity. Another thing is seam allowance. The more the merrier. Most fast fashion companies only leave about 0.5 centimeter for seam allowance, which is nothing. It really doesn't allow for any alterations, which makes sense because the garment itself usually doesn't last long enough to be needing alterations. I think it's really difficult in 2025 to figure out if something is of high quality. The price or the brand is not a guarantee that it is. Look at the materials, read reviews, don't assume quality ever, basically.